Blockchain is more than Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is a transit system, then blockchain is the rail network. While a few dozen major companies have adopted Bitcoin, hundreds are adopting blockchain.
It's a totally different way of doing business. We have to make sure that the trees are being planted, they're not being double counted, they're permanent, they have real impact, and the incentive structures are being created in the right way.
Derek Emsley founded 10Tree, an apparel company that plants 10 trees for every item you buy. So you're not just a shopper, you're a partner in reforestation. But 10Tree sold so much clothing, its tree planting demands outgrew its spreadsheet-powered database.
You can't be collecting things on paper, putting them on Google Doc, traveling around, hoping that you can pull all this stuff together. There needs to be a way to collect data from all across the globe.
With growth in mind, Emsley adopted blockchain and founded VeraTree.
VeraTree was a solution to a problem we faced at 10Tree, which was we're planting tens of millions of trees, and we need to know that A, they're getting in the ground, B, we're not buying the same tree that 100 million other people are, and C, once it's in the ground, that it's done the right way and it actually survives. And so for us, the idea behind VeraTree was to build a technology that allowed us to do just that.
In 2021, VeraTree went full blockchain and partnered with the Cardano Foundation to plant 1 million trees. People use their crypto to buy tree tokens, or NFTs. When VeraTree plants your trees, you gain access to a donation record, a report with an image of your trees or forest, its GPS coordinates, the date the planting was verified, and data about your environmental impact. It sounds like a fun way to use NFTs, but it's more than that. It's a guarantee that you're getting precisely what you've paid for. It's trust. Since blockchain is a versatile database and every business runs on databases, blockchain's poised to be a major disruptor.
I think what we're going to see is this evolution that takes place of not just creating products in a off-chain centralized environment and then putting them on chain and raising a bunch of venture capital money. It's about actually creating something that utilizes the fundamental technology that blockchain provides and using that to create new markets, new opportunities, and things like that.
Today, VeraTree partners with businesses to offer reforestation services as corporate initiatives and employee incentives. And right now, they're testing acoustic and underwater sensors. These would be additional electronic eyes on their forests, more data for partners. Emsley says they're building the operating system for the future of global reforestation.
There's things like acoustic sensors, satellite imagery, data collection platforms. We need to pull all that data together and then manage it, verify it, audit it, report on it.
So if something happened to your trees, you'd know.
When we set out those kind of three overarching sustainability promises, we wanted to make sure that transparency and accountability was at the heart of all of them, that our consumers knew exactly what we were doing, where we were doing it, and we weren't being accused of greenwashing, which is where VeraTree's platform really comes to the fore.
Richard Althwaite at Vega says it's about making promises the team can back up. For green companies whose customers include active and vocal green advocates, promises printed on packaging isn't enough.
From a corporate standpoint, you want to make your best efforts, but without something to back it up, there's always a risk that you can be called out, and it can be difficult to validate what you've done.
Together, the two groups are planting 500,000 mangrove trees in Madagascar. It's an area larger than Vega's current land footprint. For blockchain adopters, it's more about guarantees instead of promises, and less about the internet hype.
In many ways, blockchain can be sort of externally pitched as sexy timestamps. And the reality is that there's much more fundamental use cases for it when it's not just let's take a product that's off chain and put it on. Like, let's actually create sort of the infrastructure behind it.